Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another short review episode of Angry Bliss. It's 2023, March 2023, and you know what we talking about? We talking about Scream 6. I didn't think we still be talking about Scream. Um, I missed the last one. Um, it was time to review it. I don't know. I missed the review somehow, or they did it in a place that I couldn't get to, so I didn't watch it. Um, but when I saw the trailer for this, and I saw whoever the new Ghostface was walking up into a bodega, yanking the shotgun out of the hands of the bodega owner and busting, shooting them shots off, pause. And I was like, oh, this is different. This isn't the usual Scream. We're evolving things. Are you evoking some of Jason Takes Manhattan in this? And I gotta be honest, Jason Takes Manhattan in Friday the 13th series, he ain't even in New York that long. It's kind of like a misnomer. They just playing with your emotions. But this, when they hit another little trailer where they on the train, I was like, oh, Scarface on the subway? This is about to be real different. So what I did, I was like, I need to see this. When I scheduled my screening, I made sure I watched the last one, 5, and I was really surprised with how good it is in terms of its reboot sequel nature, bringing in new heroes. Because Screams 1 through 4, Nev Campbell's Sidney Prescott is the main character, is the hero character, and of course you have Courtney Cox's Gale Weathers, and then you have David Arquette's Dewey. The only ones making it through all of them, all those first 4, and even though they try to set up the Emma Roberts as like a new character, maybe to take off from Sydney in a different type of way, as being basically a bad Sydney in a lot of ways, actually being the killer, but then whatever. You can watch Scream 4. It's actually pretty good. It's quite surprising how they kind of turn it on its head, because I'm not a big Scream 3 fan, so they need to do something to make it real interesting, which I think it did. When you get to 5, you got these new characters. Sam Carpenter, played by Melissa Barrera. I know her mostly from a wonderful show called Vita that was on, I think, Epix, now called MGM Plus. Or was it Stars? It might have been Stars. Probably was Stars. She's also was in the Heights. I like her. We also have the rising star in the game, Jenny Ortega, who you guys probably know now as the current Wednesday Addams. You have Jasmine Savoy Brown as Mindy Meeks. Jenny Ortega plays Tara, Sam's sister. Jasmine Savoy Brown plays Mindy. I think she's in Yellow Jackets. I haven't watched Yellow Jackets in a while, but I know her for playing the Terrible Tinkerer in the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, and she's great in that. Great actress. Then you also have Mason Gooding as Mindy's twin Chad. I know him from Booksmart as like the boy that I forgot which one, but the one boy that the girl wants to impress and date. But he's good. He's funny. And you have a bunch of other characters in this new one. But those are the 4. Those 4 was in the last one, along with Courtney Cox as Gale Weathers, still out here. We get close to 30 years of this Scream shit. She's still out here. I like her more in this Scream shit than Friends. I ain't never really watched Friends, but I watch Scream. Roger L. Jack is still doing the voice of Ghostface. This voice that all these killers make themselves sound like all the time. Do you like scary movies? That type of shit. And this movie has Hayden Panettiere, aka the cheerleader from Heroes, who's in 4 and reappears in this one. There's also some known actors in this movie that you shouldn't. They're in it, but in Scream history, they get dealt with mad early. the last movie was quite meta in terms of, well, meta just in the same way that the first movie was exceptionally meta, but talking about the natures of a sequel and a reboot, and the nature of the sequel reboot that the movie calls a requel. And this movie also continues that. We're talking about how it then shifted to what a franchise is, and legacy characters, and who can survive and who doesn't. And much like the second movie, the movie now deals with our hero characters in a college setting, and a new Ghostface is hunting them, and essentially in a similar way to what happened in the actual second movie in comparison to the first movie. And yeah, this time, but they run it through New York City. They trying to not get got. The ghost faces out here just stabbing people up, doing some terrible things to people, random people getting caught up in the wrath. And the difference here is that our new hero, Sam Carpenter, because, and spoiler alert, her legacy is that she's the illegitimate daughter of Skeet Ulrich's character from the first movie, Billy Loomis, Nev Campbell's killer boyfriend. So yeah, so she has this thing where she worries that she's going to become a killer like her father, and she's fighting at very comic booky, like a person whose parent is a villain, and they worry they're going to become a villain. Superhero comic, I should say. But now, because of everything that happened in the last movie, Sam is older. She will make sure she protects her sister, Tara. But Tara's like, you hold it too close. I got to be able to, live life a little bit, even though people be trying to come and kill us for no reason. They do this interesting thing where Sam sees, like, in her head, like, a version of her father as he looked in Scream 1 when he was, like, dying or whatever, like, all bloody and messed up. So they get Skeet Ulrich to be, like, talking in her ear. It's kind of interesting because, like, she probably didn't even see him. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It still works. Yeah, like, I really enjoyed this movie. But yeah, in this movie, unlike Sydney, who is dressed up as, like, this damsel and hero and having to overcome from being the damsel into being an active participant of protecting herself and being a hero and overcoming these crazy people always trying to kill her, Sam is actually thought to be the actual killer and the actual mastermind because of her lineage. So she's not looked on fondly by the public, even though these terrible things are happening to her and her sister. And they have to overcome that, as well as figuring out who's killing them and staying alive. And the movie is directed by Matt Bettinelli Open and Tyler Gillett, who did the last movie, written by James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick, which I think also wrote the last movie. This movie came out like in less than 12 months, so they got it popping. So yeah, the kills work. The camera movement works. The change of setting, the meta jokiness of how you have a character much like Jamie Kenney's characters in the original first two films. That character is his actual niece. The twins are his, like, niece and nephew, even though they never met him because he got murdered in 2. Spoiler alert. You guys just need to watch these movies from like 25 years ago. Almost 30 years ago. You gotta stop playing with us. So all these type of things work together. It's a fun, like, good slasher movie. It's not too deep. It knows what it is. It knows what it's trying to do. It knows what it's trying to satirize and still work as a slasher movie too. Don't go in expecting, like, this grandiose A24 type of horror film either. It's a Scream movie. Essentially, at this point, it's a legacy brand. It's a franchise that they make a comment about in the movie. Like up here with Fast and Furious, MCU, and many other things. Now, Scream is up there. You're going to come out of that movie. You're going to be ready for Scream 7. I'm ready for Scream 7 right now. Everybody gets high marks, high fives to everybody. They win. Scream is back. B+. You're probably like, if you like it so much, why don't you give it an A? Because it's a Scream and they do some stuff that, like, come on, some Ghostface don't got no superpowers. I don't know, somebody just don't pick his ass up and throw him through a window, even though there's always multiple Ghostfaces. Still, I think you can really mess Scarface up even with the knife. You just gotta protect yourself and just crack one good, break an arm or something. And that's why a screen probably never gonna get an A, because nobody really messes up Ghostface early on. Just like a third party should just like hit him with a car or something, run over his leg, do something crazy. That don't happen. So it's B+. Joint's fire. Go see that joint in the theater. Don't wait for that joint to come home. I wish I saw the last one in the theater. I was messing up. I was slacking. Don't slack. Go watch this goddamn Scream 6.
Sir, please help us. Burn you!
With each film, Ghostface is getting more intense.
It followed me here, and it's gonna keep coming for us.
This Ghostface is the most ruthless and just killing people for killing's sake.
Come on!
The rules have changed. We are continuing to top what came before.
There's never been one like me. I'm something different.
Setting it in New York adds so much horror.
Guys?
Ghostface can hide amongst so many people.
This movie pushes things farther than they've ever been.
We need to fight back.
Ready? I'm ready. Come on, mother!
There's a relentlessness that is unique to this specific Ghostface.